And a special good morning to you, our lovely viewers. This is Team Emonews, and this morning we are at the Maxroy Trading Limited building in Fonkole. And with us, we have the lovely Miss.
Paula Serafin. So I'm Paula Serafin. I'm the Executive Director at the Dominica TV Council. And today we are at Maxroy Trading on a field trip. So the Dominica TV Council launched the Construction Site Supervision CVQ Level 3 certification program on January 14th, 2024 at the Civil Engineering Classroom of the Dominica State College. This initiative is a collaboration between the Dominica Civic Council, the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, CIDEMA, and the Caribbean Association of National Training Agencies, CANTA. The program introduces the new CARICOM Regional Code of Practice, or CRCP 2024, which provides specifications for constructing strong and durable houses to enhance housing resilience in CARICOM member states. The program culminates on March 31st, and today's activity provides a field trip experience for our 18 candidates who include construction site supervisors, foremen, and registered business owners in the construction sector. So as part of the national agenda for developing a skilled and certified workforce in Dominica through TVET programs, we are learning more about equipments and materials that are used in construction. And so the candidates are developing the skills and knowledge required for them to build climate resilient homes capable of withstanding category 5 plus hurricanes, seismic events, and other environmental shocks. We are very grateful to the management and staff of Maxwell Trading Limited for having us here today. And the management also have an interest in TVET and employee development towards a skilled and certified workforce. So we are very pleased to be here. We have our candidates. They are going through the different areas of this construction supply business space to look at different types of equipment, materials, and other stuff. So that's what we are doing here today. Thank you so much.
All right, so now let's go ahead and take a walk through to
Yes,
see
so
what exactly the students are doing and what they're seeing.
okay. So we have all the different types of building materials right here that most of them are already familiar with. However, they can make recommendations now to homeowners, persons who are planning to build, because as we know, there are a lot of contractors who do good work everywhere in the world, but being certified in the field adds more credibility and integrity to the experts' work. And so we are encouraging people, contractors, and persons in other fields from the Dominica TV Council to be certified in your area of skill. And so CVQ Level 3 is a very important certification for our contractors here today. And we will see that they will be having discussions about building materials and equipment and other things that we can actually find here in Maxroy Trading.
Okay, so we do understand that this is a team effort to bring these students to this field trip today. So what are the other team members who are present?
Okay, we have our instructor, and our instructor is Mr. Derek Geist.
Let's roll it.
Okay.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Derek Gist. Can I just put it in? Okay, good morning. My name is Derek Gist. I'm the instructor for the CVQ Level 3 training and certification. We actually have a group of 18. We have a group of 18 candidates. All right, I would say very well qualified and seasoned in that particular area. It's we're dealing with individuals at a supervisory level who have wealth of experience in different areas. We're looking at years of experience from 3 years up to maybe 20, 30 years of experience. So the individuals came in with those experience. Right from the time I had that previous interview with the candidates, I knew that this program would have been a success
Okay.
because just looking at them and listening to what they have been through and what they have done over the years, I had a positive feeling about it. During the last 7 to 8 weeks of heavy rigorous training, we have been able to measure the level of qualification or even skills and aptitude, because what we have done is not necessarily going through a formal classroom setting in all the areas, all the units that were assessed. We actually did what we call the PLA certification, which is prior learning assessment and recognition. It's basically assessing individuals not necessarily on what they are doing presently, what they have done, what they're capable of doing, the skills that they have obtained along the way, because not every individual that would have had the opportunity to be certified in any formal means. So the PLA serves as a means of maybe assistance, I would say, is in the whole tedious process that the candidates would have to actually go through. Right? So you get an opportunity to assess them and get them certified in certain areas, certain competencies, all right, based on that means of certification.
All right. All right. That is PLAB, meaning the.
Prior learning assessment and recognition. It's a
Okay.
very useful part of the assessment process.
All right. So this group is a group of experienced people who are simply coming in for the certification at this point.
A lot of them are, all right, coming in for just for the certification, but there are still areas that individuals might be a little green in, because you may have 20, 30 years of experience, yet you may not be fully familiar with some of the more theoretical aspect of the program. All right, so especially the new building code. All right, the CRCP 2023 is a regional building code that is being exposed to all the CARICOM countries, and it is very, very, very useful, I must say, because individuals have been, I would say, seasoned in the construction industry. However, there are areas, they may not be fully aware of, because you may be doing certain things for 20 and 30 years, but you may not necessarily know why you have been doing it. All right, so that building could provide you with that sort of briefing and understanding. So it's a very positive means of moving forward.
Okay. So how has it been, your personal experience, since the inception of this program?
No, I have nothing negative to say about this group. All right, this group are always very interactive. They're always on time. They're always present. Always easy to learn. All the practical experiences, the theoretical experiences. It has been great, I must say.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. And this is our instructor. Can we have your name again?
Derek Gist.
Derek Geist. Thank you very much,
Most
Mr.
welcome.
Geist. All right. And now, the next member of the team that we're going to speak with will be.
Here we're going to be speaking with our assessor, he is Mr. Kawandi Pascal, and he is the assessor for the construction site supervision CVQ Level 3 program.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning. Can you just reintroduce yourself,
Yes, so my name is Kauni Pascal. I'm the assessor for the program, for the CVQ program. I'm a certified CVQ assessor.
Okay. So, how has it been in your personal experience with this program so far?
The program has been good. The only thing we could ask for was a bit more time to execute the program. It was a rather short window to execute it, but we tried as much as possible to expose the candidates to the different scenarios to judge their competency. Because one of the roles of the assessor is basically the person who puts the candidates in the scenarios where we verify their competency to see if they are able to execute the various units in the course, in the CVQ course.
All right, all right. So, can you just give us a bit of an insight as to what exactly is your main role?
Okay.
Is that just it?
Yes, so that's the main role. Main role is basically to assess the candidate's competency. For example, one of the units in the CVQ course is to construct masonry walls. So I would, as the assessor, would have to come up with a scenario where I place the candidates in that scenario where they're expected to construct a masonry wall. And while they're carrying out this practical activity, I will basically assess how they are carrying it out to basically grade them for competency. Also, I also test their theoretical knowledge based on what the instructor has taught them in the course over the last couple of weeks. So it also have a oral questioning section to the assessment or written questions and answer section to the assessment. Yeah. So the main role of the assessor is basically to assess the competency. To basically, he's a person who assess what the instructor taught the candidates to verify they had gathered the knowledge and they can execute the works.
All right. So, very integral member of this CBQ team.
Yes.
Thank you
yes.
very much, Mr. Pascal.
Right.
And now we speak to a next member of the team. That will be the internal verifier.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning. Good
Good
morning.
morning, miss. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. And how are you doing this morning?
I'm good for the time.
So, can you introduce yourself, please?
Oh, I'm Dale Daniel, the internal verifier for the program, the Construction Site Supervision Level 3 CVQ.
All right. And can you tell us a bit about your profile? What exactly it is that you do?
Yeah, basically my responsibility is to verify that the entire process is up to CVQ land standard, following the protocols as well as the documentation aspect of the program to ensure that everything flows, and at the end of the day we can guarantee certification by the CVQ body. Yes, basically.
Okay. And one question that I've asked everybody else as a part of the team: how has it been? Your personal experience with this program? How has it been?
Well, the program is going on well so far. There are a few challenges. Some of the candidates, they are full-time workers, and so one of the challenges is at the time. Although we do it from 5 to 7, there's still a challenge, and some persons cannot make it because their workplace is probably far from town, and so it's a little challenge for them. But besides that, they are doing well so far. And I think everybody will be certified by the end of the program. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, we were told before by the instructor that currently you guys are working on the class certification,
Yes.
correct? So, what about those who are coming into this field with absolutely no knowledge? Is there a program for them?
Yes, well, the persons that are with us, they had to go through an interview to start, and we had to select. We actually got more than 18 candidates. However, some, because of their limited knowledge in certain aspects, and that being our first program, we wanted to start with persons that had all the experience and just wanted certification. The PLA is a very good way of going, because a lot of the persons we have been in the field for more than 10 years, and so they have been doing the construction processes for a long period of time. Why we have them though is because the Caribbean has the new building code due to the disasters, the hurricanes and so on. So we are trying to update the candidates so that they can be ready and do proper buildings or as at the level of what we'd expect to start to withstand Hurricane 4, Category 5 and so on. And so far the candidates are receiving it willingly, and they are having fun during the process doing that as well. So that's basically it. Yeah.
Okay, all right. And do you have anything else to say about this program?
I think it's a first for Dominica. It's the first time we are, as the TVET, Dominica TVET Council, is offering this CVQ level 3. And so we are encouraging other persons out there to, if you know you want to get certified so that you can be internationally recognized, you can go around the Caribbean, Dominica is just a small place. If you go around the Caribbean, you can make a lot of money, and I think that's one of the incentive of the program. So regional certification, basically.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you very much.
Right. So we need something. So just stick.
I love you, lady boy. Come on. Right now we up it one side, so we are 25 kg in the 2500.
There's different doors. Can I make that? Can I make it that door? You walking through.
As you walk through, just look at things. So we're going this way. Document, I can take you. So you can explain some of our equipment. Because I can't explain it. I'm stealing stamp. I think they were going to be interested in this. They're looking at those of the We're moving. Outside?
CARICOM regional. CARICOM regional. Keep in mind, Mike.
I just like things in my hand if I'm going to be talking because it just friends me.
All right, and good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing wonderfully. Thank you for asking. So,
right.
can you introduce yourself to me, please?
Hi, I'm Melissa Elwin. I work with Sorrel Consulting Limited, and I am also a participant for this TVET CVQ course for building houses, constructing houses, sorry, the supervisory roles.
All right. Okay. And what got you into this field?
Wow. Actually, from the time I left school, I've always been in construction. I actually did my course in building and civil engineering as well as environmental studies. So it's always something that was keen to me. When this course came about, it was very, how would I say it grabbed my attention. And then in relation with my boss, who also nominated me or provided me as a candidate for this program. So I took the opportunity to make good use of it. Yes.
All right. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. And we know that there are not much women in this field. So, what would you say to encourage young women who maybe have a slight interest in the construction field?
Don't be afraid of yourself. Not because you think you're a woman that you cannot participate in the field. I think right now, especially how the world is going, women should find themselves more involved in this field, and the men are actually open. They embrace you. Because, for example, even like doing this course, I'm the only woman participating in this course, and the guys have been very supportive. As I mentioned, that I am good on the theory. I know what has to be done. But when it comes to handling the tools and stuff like that, they assisted me greatly. So right now, I'm even charged with the responsibility of using some of the tools that I have at home to do some actual construction. Safety is very important for me as a supervisor on my job. I always, whenever I go on site to do construction supervision, I always tell the guys on site to ensure that they have their PPEs. Sometimes you'll find that they don't want to use it because it slows them down, but you also have to let them know that using it could save you. It could save your life. It could save, from injury. I mean, it's a good thing. So even with this course, actually, it helped the guys that are in there to understand the importance of using the PPEs as well as stronger, more resilient homes in regards to different methodologies for building construction. So, I mean, it's not a man thing. It's a collaborative effort. Women should get involved because, and the other thing too, I think we have a special knack in regards to details as well. So when a man wants to say he wants to put up a wall and you say like, it's good. Me as a supervisor on site, I pay a lot of attention to details and to ensure that things are being done correctly in regards to structure integrity as well as aesthetically pleasing. So, I mean, although you know you have some men there that are perfectionists as well, but I think if we have more women enter into the field, it would help to build the entire industry and have more of a balance. So I'll tell women, don't be afraid of themselves.
All right. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. And
You're
one
most
last
welcome.
question.
Yes.
This program started in January, correct? How has
Yes.
your experience been from then up to date?
Wow. 6 weeks to undertake this course has been very, very challenging because I mean, we're working people with families, we have other responsibilities. So you really have to be dedicated to, to perform in this course. Also, I mean, it's a collaborative effort with everybody there. So I know, for example, for me, myself, with my other job, it takes me out in the field after hours if I have to do community meetings or things like that. But once I'm back in the classroom, the support of the coordinator, the assessor, the tutors, even my group members, they provide with the assistance as to what I missed, and they would keep me up to speed in regards to anything that was done. So I know it's challenging in regards to the short span of time to execute such, how would I say it, tremendous amount of information. but it was a good experience.
All right, all right. Thank you very much,
You're most
Melissa.
welcome. Yes.
All right, thank you
Thanks.
very much, Melissa.
Bye.
Very good, Melissa.
Wow. Is that
Okay.
it?
No, you did well. You did very well.
All right, now we're gonna go ahead and speak to one more student. Let's get another student to speak
Yeah,
to.
wait.
For those just tuning in, we are here at the Maxwell Trading Limited compound in Fonkule for the construction site supervision CVQ level 3 certification program field trip. The Dominica Technical and Vocational Education and Training Council, operating under the guidance of the Ministry of Education, launched the Construction Site Supervision CVQ Level 3 certification program on January 14th, 2025 at the Civil Engineering classroom of the Dominica State College. And now we're going to speak with one of the other students. All right, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you.
And how are you doing this morning?
Good and you?
All right, great, great. Can you just speak up a little, please? I want to make
Yo.
sure that everyone can hear you.
Hearing me?
Yes, awesome. Thank you very much. And can you introduce yourself to us, please?
Yes, my name is Lester Langley. Masak. I'm one of the candidates for the CVQ level 3 construction.
All right. So, Lester, how has your experience been in this program?
Well, I have to say that I've been pretty good because I've been into construction for quite some time. Over 20 plus years I've been into construction, and with the CARICOM program and the code of conduct, you have been doing the work, but then the basic codes and recommendations you would need, that is one of the most important things. And in this program, we have learned all of the codes and learning more of the codes. So it has been pretty good.
All right. Okay. And how has been your experience learning from your different peers from this group?
Well, that in itself is maybe one of the most important things because, in construction, it has several different ways of doing one particular thing. So a person will have one way to lay out a foundation, the next one will have a next way. So you have at least 5 different ways. Different person have different methods. So that in itself helps you, as you say, iron sharpeneth iron. So it has been pretty good, and we are like a family right now. Persons you did not even know, so it's pretty good.
Okay. All right. And what piece of advice would you give to young people who may be interested in getting into the construction field?
Yeah, well, myself, I blame myself for not venturing into having certificates earlier. So young persons that are willing to come into the construction field or looking to come into the construction field, I think that is one of the best fields we could ever have because it's not just physical, but it's a practical thing. So it is very good. Construction is just a great thing on a whole. So it's pretty good. Any young person that wants to venture into that department, I will give them a thumbs up.
Okay. All right. So you personally, do you prefer the practical or theoretical aspects of this?
I'm a practical person.
Practical. So you like to work with your hands?
Yes.
Okay.
I love to work with my hands. So right now, after not being in school for 20 plus years, I'm in school now. So it's a bit of a challenge, but I accepted it, and so far it is pretty good.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And just before you leave, one piece of advice to anybody.
Yeah. You are not too old to learn. All of us knows that. But with that TVET, Dominica TVET program, We are, we are. I can clearly tell a young person or anybody on a whole, they can venture into this. It's a very good.
All right. Thank you very much. And that is Mr. Lester Langley. Thank you very much, Lester.
Everywhere.
Mike. All right. And good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Can you
Good.
introduce yourself to us, please?
Okay, my name is Clement Roy, Managing Director of Max Roy Trading and Roy's Real Estate and Construction. It's a construction company. It does building, we do civil work, we do major construction on the island, and it's a reputable company.
Okay. And how long has Max Roy been in operation?
Max Roy is in existence for about 28 years. We started on the 30th of June 1998.
Okay. All right. All right. And is there anything that you'd like to tell to young people who may be interested in construction?
Well, yeah, we have quite a big opening, as you can see. We have a friendly staff. We're always willing to teach the young contractors who doesn't know anything much about construction. We are happy to have TVET or be part of the program, Ministry of Education. We are trying to sort of collaborate, have a sort of a collaboration with TVET in order to encourage the young entrepreneurs and encourage the young contractors who have a keen interest in construction. Construction is a very diverse field, as you know, and it takes a lot, but when you do become a contractor, you have the knowledge, you have the experience, so you can be called at any time as a contractor to assist in any way.
All right. So we do know that this is a more male-dominated field. So what piece of advice would you give to young women who may have a slight interest in construction?
Well, we are, as I said, it's a diverse field, and I am willing to bring on board a few women who have an interest in construction in different fields of construction. I was engaged in a project at the Library Research Center some years ago, and I had two women, which was part of my team. One was a plumber and one was an electrician. And I was happy to have them on board, and they were quite happy. So we have an opening for engaging women who has a keen interest in construction. We are willing to assist them in different ways in the field.
All right. Okay. So this CVQ program aside, can you tell us a bit about Max Roy Trading as a business?
Max Roy Trading has started at, in 1998 with a very high vision of expansion. We started very small, but we always had, I personally really had that interest, that keen interest in developing Max Roy to make it not just a hardware, but a second to Home Depot. And if you watch my concept here, you will see we have a pretty good format of Home Depot, where we wanted, when you come here, you can shop at ease. We have parking, as you can see. We have knowledgeable staff who can assist you in different fields in construction. And those who are not knowledgeable enough, we have the assistance that we give to our clients as soon as they walk in, to introduce them to the point of sale staff, and then we'll take them around, I'll give them a tour of the company if it's a first timer, and let them know exactly what is the type of products that we have.
Okay, so for someone who is viewing our live currently and they would like to get into contact with Max Roy Trading, can you give us some contact information?
Okay, we have a hotline which is 4499-465. We have 440-1095. We have a 225-8230. And my cell number is 235-9465.
All right. Thank
So
you.
these are the number you can call at any time, and we have the after sales service. We can help you or assist you in any way.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ray.
You're welcome.
Okay, and just a few parting words.
Okay, so yes, we have had a great time here today. The candidates have learned a lot in terms of the equipment and supplies that Max Roy Trading provides, and they know that they can now come here and be engaged with this organization to purchase building materials according to the focus that has been placed on their program in terms of the CARICOM Regional Code of Practice. And so they're all over the place. As you can see, they're talking and having conversations with the staff who are very friendly here and helping them out to understand the type of equipment that they sell here. So we just want to thank Max Roy Trading for having us today. We know that Saturday is still another busy business day, but he has made the time because he believes also in TVET and, of course, in having skilled and certified employees. So we are going to be doing some good work in this sector. And of course, we will be engaging him and perhaps his staff as well, so that persons are CVQ certified, because that's what we are working towards as a TVET Council, to ensure that we have a competent, confident, and certified workforce in Dominica. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And to you, our lovely viewers, we'd like to thank you all for staying tuned in for the Construction Site Supervision CVQ Level 3 Certification Program Field Trip here at the Max Roy Trading Limited compound.
Well done.
Yeah. We thank you all for staying tuned in, and we encourage you all to come down to Max Roy Trading. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and remember, Emonews, every moment online. Good morning.